shake up and cut it all loose. You realize it wasn't right for you. Whoa. Wake up and see what you could be. Wake up and fight. Now you're in the afterlife. Wake up and see what you could be. Wake up and fight. Now you're in the afterlife.
My, you found yourself at the end of time. This castle is a sort of prison for the undead. Pardon my manners, my name's Mabel, and I was trapped here accidentally many millennia ago. The only way to leave is by defeating the 3 ghosts who haunt this castle. You'll need to collect all 5 time crystals. The first time crystal should be through that door. Oh, and one last thing. Don't go digging around too much. You won't like what you find at the end of time. Okay, bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Avid Adventures. I've been working on this adventure map for the better part of 3 years. And recently I updated my adventure map from 1.20.1 to 1.21.3, and everything is horrifically broken. Now we are actually inside of the Haunted Castle quest. And this beautiful building was made by my good friend Leon SBU, and we made it as a present to my friend LD Shadow Lady, crazy enough, almost a year ago now. And I love this quest so much because what players need to do is they need to navigate this castle and travel between the beginning and end of time in order to solve its puzzle, defeat the boss, and escape. But one thing that wasn't here when Leon made the castle about a year ago were our beautiful mountains in the background. Also, if you can tell by my voice, I'm getting over a cold. I'm fine, but I can't really do like the high notes. Now, Mabel mentioned that there are going to be 3 ghosts that we need to fight. And I have a good suspicion that at least one of them, or maybe even the boss or all of them, are broken. So we need to make sure we go through here and test everything. And I believe the first way that we need to go is down this pathway here. Yes, okay. Anytime we go through those barriers, it transports us to the end of time. And in this one, there's a giant wall of fire coming our way. Now, I think I can just get out of the way like that, and we're good to go. But we are in another lava storage room. Fortunately, I am exceptionally good at parkour now. If you guys didn't know, I was in MCC. Actually, that actually did happen.
Get more crates if we
Hold on a second, there's a way out here.
There's a way out? Perfect. Shoot.
I just froze
I'm
like
okay,
a
I'm okay, I'm okay,
three
I'm okay, I'm
people.
okay.
I just froze 3 people.
I don't know how it happened, but it did. Aha! The music room. Okay, so in this room, people have had a lot of trouble on the patron server. I guess not everybody has a musical ear, which I totally understand. So if we tune these blocks to that 3-note song, I now set the block behind a note block, if it's correct, to gold. And we're out. Now, there's not really much to test, but these carpets are fake. You don't trust the red carpets in this map. And just behind here, we have the purple doors, which if you're a longtime viewer of the channel, you know that's what all the kids are saying. And honestly, so far, everything is working really well. Heading into the purple door and setting the castle back to the good version, we can now head up this staircase here. A fun trap that I included in this dungeon is if you try to eat any of the cake, it's poison. Poison cake, it's evil, I love it, so good. Now, another thing that I added since Lizzie played this castle was there's a brand new little mini boss. This guy here, which he has a hidden name of, I think it's like Kazoo Arsonist or something. He spawns these little flying candles that are so, why are they on fire? Why are you on fire? These things are honestly, like, actually difficult to fight. And when they die, the little candle just sticks around, which I think is a nice touch. Heading up the tower just behind the Vexes, we should be able to get, yes, this thing called the Timeless Shovel. This is the 4th item that players get on this adventure map that allows them to break a specific block. And in this case, it's Podzol. Okay, now heading down the stairs. Oh boy, that's a lot of Podzol. But I think the only one that matters is here lies the Forgotten Keeper. Let's just dig up this grave and grab ourselves netherite leggings. The first ghost we're gonna take on is in this theater room. It's Avidus the Bard. No relation. And it looks like Avidus's musical notes are working correctly, which is fantastic. And hopefully I can break them with my fist. Yes, that works perfectly. Oh my gosh, you're unlimited. You have so much health. Just die. Die. Yeah, okay, cool. And we are transported back to the present day. The mountains look so good from inside this room. Oh my gosh. The next boss we're gonna take on is just down here, past the kitchen into like this chapel area. We have Balar the Holy. Oh, right, I forgot you have a bow. I don't have a shield. Oh, this is gonna be a problem for me, isn't it? I just have to kill you quickly. Balar's on fire. Please die. Please die. Yes, I'm good at the game. That's 2 mini bosses down and everything's working correctly. That's awesome. And heading upstairs again, we can go up these twisting vines to our final mini boss, which is of course, Agatha the Flatulent. Her farts kill her too, so it's not like it's all sunshine and rainbows. Now she spawns these 2 twins and oh my gosh, they're dangerous. Oh my gosh, I'm in danger. There goes my totem. You know what? That's just what I needed. My health is regenerating really quickly. I should probably use this moment to just try to take a couple more swings at her. Yes, she's gone. Yeah, I survived. That was close. If I didn't have that totem, I would have died for sure. Heading on up this final twisting vine, we make our way to the central tower. And here we are confronted by our favorite friend, an Enderman? Oh.
My hero.
Not an Enderman. Mabel. Hi.
Now, there's only one thing left to do to escape this prison. Hurry. Come with me to my office.
Okay. I'm here. What do you...
Okay, we're almost done.
Yeah, great. Let's save you, get you out of here.
Let me tell you a story of how I got here.
The story, tell me everything.
Just have a seat right there.
Right here?
Mm-hmm.
Do I have to sit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fine.
Amazing, you fool!
Oh, that's not good. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now in the abyss. And our little Mabel is going to, yes, evolve into this horribly ugly monstrosity with a twig on her head. Now, this boss is a bullet hell style boss, and it's not too bad if you have all the gear like I do. So fingers crossed, I think everything should work, but you know, let's take a look. All right, we've got a little bit of speed, and these particles look great. They're just little bits of redstone display entities with some particles behind them. I love this room. I made this room before Axiom, and it was made entirely with armor stands and a little bit of math. I also love that the mouth changes whenever Mabel fires a particle. Okay, at a certain point, Mabel should fire a blue, there it is, a blue projectile. If I can whack this thing, it gets sent back at her, and she takes a little bit of damage. This boss is intended to be somewhat newbie friendly. There are kind of a lot of particles just flying everywhere now. It's getting a little chaotic. Okay, there's our next blue one. Whack it. And she takes more damage. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I love this attack. Actually, let's double check. Do these things damage us? Oh yeah, they do. Oh yeah, okay, good. There's the final blue particle. I hit it, I think I hit it. Yes, we got her.
How about we make a deal?
Oh, no deal. Yeah! Now, if I grab this crown here, and all I have to do is head up these non-OSHA compliant stairs, in this chest should be, yes, the key to the Castle of Time. Everything worked. Oh, everything worked, guys! That's one more down! Let's go! Now, I've got an incredibly packed episode for you guys today because let's just say the builders on this server, they've been busy. And also, I've been ridiculously busy because I've been live streaming on this server on both YouTube and twitch.tv/avidmc about 2 to 3 times a week. And my goal in these live streams has been to make 1 point of interest per live stream. And usually you guys have a heavy influence on what we make. And so before we get into today's main project, I wanted to show off a couple of these points of interest because honestly, they are ridiculously cool. Now, I have no idea what's going on in the gorge over there. But Red Liam just came on the server like yesterday, and he's making something ridiculously cool looking. I know also Sad Milkman's been busy working on his thieves camp. Hello?
Hi.
How are you doing?
Doing well. Having a lovely time living over here with the thieves. They've been awful busy.
Their neighbors in the background are some kind of demented, spiky horror, eldritch horrors.
I don't know when those cropped up.
Are those the
they just
thieves?
Kind of, I don't know. It might have been the thieves. My vision for this area, right, is not only to have it be like just a nice, pretty area to look at, but there's a secret under here. There's a secret under this area that is also natural. I just kind of stumbled upon it, but I've incorporated it into the build. If you come through this door,
oh boy,
there's a cave that leads down here, and this is a natural cave, believe it or not.
Goodness. Whoa.
Now that mine shaft over there, also natural, but I've linked it up using a little parkour.
Oh my gosh.
Here.
The death would be instantaneous. This is so cool.
You know, if you want to turn this into sort of like a challenge,
yeah,
then
I love
maybe
that.
modify the mine shaft a little bit from its existing state, and then just have like a big prize down here.
Like a floating, it's like a floating dungeon that's above like a death floor. It's so cool. I mean, this is so cool. I'm so happy with how it turned out. And now the mountains in the background kind of frame it in a nice way. And
oh yeah. Well, now that they're done, I was looking at big red clumps the whole week. You know?
I'm sorry. We textured them finally. We finally got to it. All right, I'm gonna go check out some other points of interest that I haven't shown off to the audience yet. I think there's a bunch around the server now.
Oh, really? I haven't really gotten outside of my camp here all too much, so maybe would you mind if I tagged along?
Yeah, absolutely. I can show you a couple of them. Editor Avid Jump Cut. You know how Marmalade and I made this kind of like wintry frozen area, right?
Oh yeah. It's come along well.
Kind of nice.
It's a bit chilly. I should have brought my parka.
I know. Well, you're not wearing any gloves, to be fair. But yeah, so I thought to myself,
yes, I am wearing gloves.
Oh, I just thought your hands were that color.
Oh. No.
So I thought to myself, adventurers would be wandering by this area and they'd see this like arch in the mountain, you know?
Yeah.
And so they wander this way. And wouldn't you know, there's a cave down here. Now this cave requires us to have beaten a quest on the server called Rosewood. So if players have beaten Rosewood, they get this special hoe called the Holy Sickle, which allows them to break shroom lights in adventure mode.
Danger, bandit kid. The thieves are here too. They're everywhere.
Well, these are bandits. These are bandits, but it's different.
Oh,
Come
they're
on.
bandits.
Well,
they're different. Okay.
well.
So the difference between a thief and a bandit is, I guess, altitude. How far they are beneath the surface of the earth.
I think that's it. That's the distinction. Yeah.
Beware, vampire bandits. Okay.
Uh-oh. That's
So, okay, if you go down just a few more feet, you get vampire bandits. Got it.
That is correct. This is the Vegan Vampire Bandit Scientist Headquarters. I'm not kidding. That is actually what it's called. And this is a place that I made with my friends on a live stream a couple days ago. It is ridiculous. The story is hilarious, and I am really excited to see what Milkman thinks.
What's dripping up there?
We'll find out soon enough. You got this. Ladder clutch that.
What? Whoa, I did it.
Wow,
Whoa,
you're so
that
good
was
at this,
awesome.
Milkman. You're so good.
Awesome. That was a crazy
Go ahead,
jump.
another one. Can you do it again?
Watch it. Oh.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Amazing.
Oh, hello.
It's Dr. Vampire Bandit Scientist, actually.
You're adding on a lot of titles to these guys. Man of many hats.
Those hanging blood tubes? No, you've got it all wrong. That's Jam.
That's their cover.
We really made some assumptions here. We're not sure who put bandit in our names. We're actually quite peaceful people.
Uh-huh.
Well, there you have it.
Sounds like something a bandit would say.
To be more accurate, we're actually vegan vampire bandit scientists.
Oh my god. How many more titles are these guys gonna get? How many have you added in?
You shouldn't sneak up on a vampire scientist like that. Well, come in. Don't be alarmed by my hands. They just stick out like this. Who am I? I'm Annabelle, leader of the vampire scientists down here in Vamp. We've been searching for a cure to vampirism for centuries. Our lead vampire scientist, Jeff, was close to finding a cure. However, it seems he's gone missing in the research lab just down below. Could you do us a favor and see if you can open the door? I worry one of Jeff's experiments has gone awry again. If you help us, I'll give you something I've held on to for many years. Best of luck.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine.
Okay, fine. Okay.
Where's the lab?
It's a mystery as to how the laboratory is opened.
Do I have to answer a riddle?
You know what? Yeah, answer a riddle. What is black and white and red all over?
A bleeding zebra.
Close enough.
Oh, I did it. I solved the riddle.
You did.
Yeah.
Wait, you're going to want something.
Oh,
There you go. Take that. You're going to want that.
Oh, why am I going to need
boy.
this?
Oh, boy.
I thought they were peaceful vampires.
Jeff, what happened to Jeff? Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, no. Hurry. Fight for your life against the blood oozes.
I was not okay.
Well, this is it. I sowed the seeds of my own death, and here I am about to be consumed by blood oozes, creatures of my own creation. Why do people feel the need to narrate their death so often in these situations? I ponder this question as my death swiftly approaches. If only I had managed to perfect the Bellis root and place it in the vessel trademark. Go over there. Oh, here come the blood oozes now. I can hear as they slop along the floor. I want to wish my beautiful wife and kids goodbye. This is the end. Oh, I left the fridge open and the page is stained in blood. So,
Wow. It's really something, huh?
Tragic.
And you know what else is tragic? I didn't actually finish the vegan vampire bandit scientist mini quest. Now, there really isn't much work left to do in this point of interest / it's becoming a bit of a mini quest. But just to cover what we have so far, in this lab, I have a trial spawner that spawns a bunch of custom entities called blood oozes. And essentially, the scientist here, who was trying to cure the vampires of their vampirism, he accidentally made the blood oozes as a part of a botched experiment. And the reason the experiment wasn't successful is because instead of harvesting Belias root, he accidentally harvested netherwort. Now, if you remember at the beginning of this point of interest, players needed to use the holy sickle to actually even get in. Well, that's not the only thing that the holy sickle is able to break in adventure mode. In fact, it's also able to break netherwort, and when it does, the ingredient you get is called Belias root. So basically, the vampire scientists were close to finding the cure. If only they had a holy implement such as the holy sickle. Canonically, it kind of makes a lot of sense. Now, what we need to do is when players bring this Belias root to the laboratory, they should be able to right-click on this crucible here, like so. Next, I've set up a couple of commands here to check to see if a player right-clicks this crucible with the Belias root in hand. So if I right-click it with anything else, you're not going to get anything. When I have any amount of Belias root in my hand, you're going to see a message on the screen, Belias root used. Perfect. And with just a few more commands, which was actually an hour of work, I've managed to finish up this little mini quest. So now when players use the Belias root on the crucible here, you'll get a cool particle effect, some sounds, and Annabelle is here to greet us.
You actually perfected the netherwort harvest. You are one of the smartest vegan vampire scientists I know. As a token of my appreciation, please take this. These bloodweave pants have been in my family for generations. And finally, we can change our clan's silly name. We will forever be known as the cured vegan vampire bandit scientists. Thank you again for everything.
I am so happy with how this little point of interest turned out. And this exit puts us out on the back side of the mountain, right where Liam's crazy, I don't even know what I'm calling, I think I'm gonna call this the Gorge Forge. Now, that is just one of many points of interest on this map. And so to update you guys on a couple of the new ones, well, we're just gonna do a little bit of a rapid fire. There's, this thing being made by Musithical. There's a whirlpool by Copper Point that actually sucks boats in, and when you go into it, there's a sunken ship down at the bottom. We now have a haunted cabin island right next to Dinosaur Foot Lake. There is this sinkhole, and at the end of this bridge, there is a suspiciously centered chest, and when players click on it, you get laughed at and drop down here where we're gonna spawn a bunch of monsters, and you should be able to find your way down here to a really cool tunnel that Vintage Applesauce made. And we've got ourselves a vault, which also will drop some pretty good loot. And the fun part is this little water elevator puts you right into a house in Edgeville. It's sneaky And just around the backside of Edgeville, we now have this cave that leads up to a path that goes all the way up to the top of that mountain. Oh, hey, what are you doing?
Hello?
Hi. Oh, sorry. Hi.
Hi.
I was just showing the audience around to all the brand new points of interest that are everywhere. And you know, it's been fun. There are a lot. There's a vegan vampire bandit cave now.
I've heard that they don't like bandits as a term.
No, yeah, somebody put the bandit in there. I mean, you live in a cave for enough time, you're probably a bandit.
I guess so.
It's an assumption. But what are you working on?
Oh, I'm just building trees. Just replacing all these yucky vanilla trees with custom trees.
You don't like this?
No, I told you this. I told you all of the vanilla trees have to go.
This is actually a really good view of like vanilla trees on the left,
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
trees on the
Look
right.
at the difference.
Wow, well, they look so good. Oh my gosh, I love them. You know, I didn't realize how much trees really change like the feel of an area, but yeah.
I know, I told you.
When you're right, you're right.
I know I'm right.
Huh, okay, wow. Well, what are you working on next?
I'm going to replace all the yucky vanilla trees at Copper Point next because I want to build some copper trees.
Copper trees.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, wait, you're gonna make changes to Copper Point?
Yeah.
Like Copper Point's it's like a relic of the server. Like it's a special place in my heart. The first quest ever made.
Uh-huh, and it has yucky vanilla trees on it.
All right. Fine, but you can do it. You can do it. If you're gonna do it now, I'm gonna come supervise you because just in case you make it any changes. Yes, we can go. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go. Okay. All right.
Well,
let's go
you
do
better
it.
hurry up then.
All right. Let's go build it. Come on. Let's go. But you have to promise me that we'll do Ebonglade too. Then.
Oh, that's next on my list anyway. Don't
Okay.
worry.
All right. And maybe you'll fix this at some point. Great. Genius work. Let's begin. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the brand new Ebonglade and Copper Point. These two areas are historic icons of my adventure map. They were the first two quests on this server, and they made me realize I had something special here. I had a forever world. Getting down on the ground here at Copper Point, you can get a better appreciation for what the landscape looks like. Marmalade and I came up with these awesome copper trees that use the oxidized versions of the blocks, so you get these really cool blues and cyans, and we wanted those to contrast with the ground. So the ground is made up of oranges like the regular blocks of copper, lightning rods, and of course red sand and sandstone. Now, keeping in mind, copper has been falling down from the sky for at least 10 years, so we wanted to make the craters a bit more pronounced. And yes, copper does fall in every single one of these craters. Marm also had the great idea to make two giant crater holes, which I think ties Copper Point a lot better to the copper crater way back over there behind me. Now heading over to Ebonglade, this is radically different. Down on the ground here, the custom trees make such a gigantic difference. And of course, the Ebonglade Mountain. And we use the Matterhorn, you know, that mountain that's on the Toblerone candy. it's a pretty famous mountain on the border of the Swiss-Italian border. And we used it to kind of influence the shape and the color. And man, I don't know which mountain is my favorite now, the Ebonglade one or the one that Zeppelington made last episode. Now, for those who know the map, or for patrons who get to play on the map right now, you'll know that the path to Sklomas the Turned used to wrap around the backside of the mountain. Well, it doesn't do that anymore. It actually wraps around the front side, and just behind the head of one of the dwarven guards, we have an entrance here. Heading through, Marmalade made this gorgeous passageway. Ooh, I love the little blocks of lapis on the wall, and it's just so green and vibrant and gorgeous, and I love this area. And guys, I am ridiculously excited with how all of these builds are turning out. And I have to thank every single one of my friends for helping out with all of the points of interest and quests and command blocking and gorgeous builds and what happened? This isn't how it looked before.
Well done. You executed my changes perfectly, without a single missed block.
I didn't make these changes.
Yes, you did. And you'll do it again, and again, and again. And again.
Okay. Well, what is this?
Oh.
Hey, what is this thing?
It's a portal to the abyss. A small fracture in the fabric of reality. And I'm going to start opening these up all over the world. In fact, why don't you jump in?
Okay. Guess in I go. Thank you, patrons. Thank you for everything.